My name is Danny Banchev. I'm the founder of the Off Porn Academy, and I struggled with porn addiction for 10 years. At the peak of it, I was jerking off to porn on average 5 times per day. Looking back at it now, after staying off porn for periods of more than a year in a row, abstaining from masturbation for months in a row, and even complete semen retention, meaning no sex whatsoever, no ejaculation for weeks in a row, I never thought I would say this, but I'm grateful for that struggle. See, addiction recovery is the most magnificent process a human being could ever go through. And I get to witness it every single day of my life. It's truly a gift, but its packaging is so horrible that most people never get to realize that truth. My hope today is to transfer that perspective to you. So the next few minutes will be separated into 2 different sections. The first one, we're gonna cover 5 reasons why porn addiction is actually a gift. And then in the second section, we're gonna cover 3 steps on how to turn the curse of porn addiction into a blessing in your own life. So here are 5 reasons why addiction is a gift. Number 1, the comeback story. Think about it. What is one common pattern in every single religious or classical story across every culture and time in history? The hero's journey towards salvation or personal growth. Let's be honest right now. Would you watch a movie or read a book where the characters are always happy from the beginning to the end without facing any challenge? Of course not. That shit will be boring as fuck. So tell me, what is often the most emotional and powerful and inspiring part of the story? It's always the comeback, the part where the hero finally wins after losing, where they overcome that obstacle, they find a solution, and they win despite all of the problems. Guess what? The reasons those stories are so popular is because they're a manifestation of the human psyche. We literally cannot appreciate victory if we've never been defeated. We cannot appreciate freedom if we've never been stuck. As humans, growth and contribution are what makes life worth living. And talking about contribution, reason number 2, purpose. I have never heard someone breaking free from addiction without having even the slightest desire to help others who are still stuck on the journey. It's literally some kind of unwritten rule in the recovery community. And actually, the law of the second mountain states that there's a limit to the amount of joy and fulfillment we can all experience by only focusing on ourselves. The absolute beauty of contribution is that you get to experience every victory you contribute to as if it was your own. Therefore, the amount of freedom and fulfillment you can experience is unlimited. Also, by the way, those who've been in contact with my work previously know that sustainable recovery is impossible anyways without some sort of contribution. This literally means that the gift of contribution is an inevitable part of the addiction recovery process. What a beautiful way to set it up if you were God. Reason number 3, discipline and self-awareness. Tell me, can you find one person in the recovery community who's never had to develop these 2 skills to break free? Good. So now here's the next question. Can you name even one valuable goal in life to pursue that doesn't require any of these 2 skills? So no discipline, no self-awareness. Exactly. Again, it's almost as if God knew what he was doing. I always love to remind people that it's not about breaking free from porn addiction. It's actually about earning access to this beautiful cycle of discipline and self-awareness that pushes you upward, creating an infinite momentum of energy that has the power to transmute every single goal you have into reality. That, my friend, is what addiction recovery really is about. We're not done yet. Reason number 4, progress. 96% of people going out of rehab relapse after a few years. Why? Because people are afraid of hearing the truth. Want to know what it is? Addiction recovery is a lifetime process. Now, don't get me wrong, breaking the habit is amazing. It's absolutely worth celebrating. Unfortunately, though, it's only the tip of the iceberg. What separates the 4% from the rest is the art of maintaining that freedom. You want to know what the most fascinating and exciting part about all of this is? The only way you get to sustain that freedom is by continuous progress, and like we've already talked about, contribution. Here are my best news for you. The quality of our lives is perceived through the filter of progress. It is the experiences in the gap between point A, where you are, and point B, where you're going, that create our level of happiness. Said differently, we experience reality through contrast between point A and point B. So positive contrast equals progress, which equals pleasure. Negative contrast equals regress, which equals pain. Here's the thing, addiction recovery is one of those areas where you can experience consistent progress over a long period of time, making it a source of lasting happiness, my friend. And last but not least, reason number 5, humility. So much of our suffering comes from placing too much importance on ourselves. In other words, taking ourselves too seriously. Our egos trap us in the illusion that we are separate from each other, leading us to believe that we're either superior or inferior to others. So here's how I define humility. It's the realization of oneness, the understanding that we all share the same human condition. Addiction recovery forces us to observe how ridiculously self-destructive our minds are. It's so bad that it ends up pushing us to the point where we finally realize that we are not our minds. That, my friend, is when a new dimension of consciousness opens up, where love, peace, and joy are inseparable from life itself. So here are 3 steps on how to turn the curse of porn addiction into a blessing. Step number 1, know your outcome. Grab a piece of paper or open the notes app on your phone, put a 10-minute timer, and create a list of the most exciting results you could possibly imagine in the areas of health, wealth, relationships, and happiness. I want you to write as if you're a 5-year-old writing a list for Santa, like nothing is off limits. Step number 2, change the story. Note down 5 of your own reasons why the journey of recovery will help you move closer in the direction of your dream outcome. Step number 3, repeat. Come back to this video or to your own reasons whenever you feel like you're slipping back into the victim mentality. It's just a story, my friend. Just like any story, it might take time to rewrite it, so be patient. Remember, pain turns into purpose. Those who struggle in their early years often become the most successful and valuable people in our world. Whatever you're struggling right now is only the beginning of an epic story. All right, my people, that was all for me today. Hopefully you found this video valuable enough that you're gonna come back right here whenever you feel like you're slipping back into your old story. You just began a new season in your life, my friends. Celebrate it. I'm proud of you. By the way, with that being said, whenever you're ready, there are 3 more ways I can help you. Number 1, if you prefer learning by reading, then you'll be happy to hear that this video you just watched is the exact script of only 1 of 3 lessons I shared in this week's edition of the Triple Wisdom Wednesdays, which is my newsletter. So every week I share 3 valuable principles that can help you progress faster with less pain. It takes about 10 minutes to read. It's free, so if you want to sign up, the link is in the description. Or if you prefer learning by watching videos like you just did, then this is the right place to be. You can subscribe. I'll be very grateful. Now, the second way I can help you is that if you're a man and you're on a mission to become the greatest man your bloodline has ever seen, instead of settling for cheap pleasure, then you can join the #1 porn addiction recovery brotherhood in the world right now. We'll be right there waiting for you on the other side. The link is in the description as well. Last but not least, the third way is that if you do not want to be left behind in this digital gold rush, then you can join the school games where 30.4% of new members make their first $1 online. You can start your free trial right now. The link is in the description as well. Other than that, thank you all so much for listening. I'm so grateful for y'all. Much love. Take care. I'll see you here soon. Bye-bye.